All right, we have looked at comparing and contrasting fiction stories like we did with the Cinderella stories. Now we're going to look at comparing and contrasting nonfiction stories. When you compare and contrast in reading, you're looking for things that are the same and the things that are different. So if you look at these two pictures, they both have trees, they're both in the land, they're both out in nature, not really in a city. So some similarities that they're both outdoors, they both have trees, and they both are habitats for different plants and animals. The differences are the temperatures and the colors in each picture. One is cold and one is hot, and one you see more green and one you see more white. So now we're going to look at this about the flightless bird that is a penguin. All birds have wings, which means that all birds can fly, right? Wrong. There are only a handful of birds in the world that can't fly. The penguin is one of them. These cold weather birds use their wings as flippers, which help them swim in the water as opposed to flapping in the sky. To move from one area to another, penguins either waddle, swim, or slide on their bellies. Now we're going to look at a text that's called Flightless Bird Ostrich. All birds have wings, which means that all birds can fly, right? Wrong. There are only a handful of birds in the world that can't fly. The ostrich is one of these flightless birds. They cannot use their wings to fly around. Instead, they use their strong, powerful legs to run at fast speeds. They are the world's largest bird and can run at speeds of up to about 40 miles an hour. They can also run long distances for long periods of time. This is not always possible for fast runners such as cheetahs who need to take breaks. So we've read those two passages. I'm now going to pull up a Seesaw Activity. Okay, so here we have our two passages. What I'm going to do first is highlight the things in yellow that are the same, right? So it doesn't outright say it, but both of them are birds that have wings, but they can't fly. Birds that have wings, but they can't fly, okay? There are only a handful of birds that can't fly. The penguin is one of them, and here the ostrich is one of them. They cannot use their wings to fly around, which is what we just said. Cannot use their wings to fly around. Use their wings as flappers. Okay, so that they can't fly. Now, instead, they use their strong, powerful legs to run at fast speeds. Okay, the penguin uses flippers to help them swim. So, and let me try and make this a little bit. There we go. Okay, so they use wings as flippers, which help them swim in the water as opposed to flapping in the sky. Whereas these, they don't really use their wings for much. It doesn't talk about here. They talk about how they use their strong, powerful legs to run at fast speeds. Can run fast, speeds of about 40 miles per hour, and they can also run long distances for long periods of time. So if a cheetah is coming after it, I remember this part. A cheetah is fast, but it can't run for a long time, so it needs to take breaks. That's probably how an ostrich gets away from the cheetah. So then these move. These use their wings to move, it looks like, and these use their legs to move. So to move from one area to another, penguins either waddle. Oh no, they use their feet too, don't they? Swim or slide on their bellies. So they have all these different ways of moving, whereas the ostrich, it seems like mostly uses its wings. I'm sorry, its legs to move. So really with both, well, with the ostrich, it's really not useful to have the wings because they really don't use them that much. For the penguin, they use their wings as flippers. So let's think about how we are going to write this. Now, you should always feel like you can take time on these IAs, not a long, long time, but that you can take time to kind of brainstorm, and I'm just going to kind of talk you through it. So, penguins and ostriches, I think this is how you, with an ES, both have wings, but these birds do not use their wings like other birds. Okay, now we're going to take this and make this wider. Okay, and I'm going to make it a little bit smaller so we have some more room here. Put that in there, okay? And I put too many letters in there, didn't I? Birds. The penguin, again, notice how I'm putting this in my own words. I'm not copying right out of the text. Birds due to fly. Let's say that due to fly. The penguin uses its wings to help it swim. Not whim, swim. The ostrich really does not use its wings. It uses its legs to run really fast and for a really long time. Penguins also use their legs to waddle and their bellies to slide. Both of these birds don't use their wings in the usual way birds do. The ostrich really does not use its wings at all. This makes both of these birds unique. That just means different from other types of birds. So some of this, I'm not necessarily expecting it to be exactly like this because, of course, I'm adult and I'm writing this and it's going to be a little bit different than I would expect for a student to do. However, the point is you're finding what is the same and what is different. Hopefully you'll be able to highlight the text or underline it or something, and then use that to write about it, to tell how these two things are the same and are different. Hope you find this helpful. Let me know if there's anything else I can do or if you have any questions.